do, of course, another train live session. So, with that said, we can get on with this. Of course, I have already got the train already ready, so without further ado, let's get on with this. Okay, so of course the train is on the move. Of course, 6679 Sorrento. Calling this one. Hello to Banana Smile, who has just arrived on my live channel. Also hello to Dooney as well. Thank you very much, Banana Smile. It is of course a very nice model railway, of course, I've had set up for years. And of course, things that I do on this model railway, of course, with of course the containers, I used to do a lot with intermodal container trains in the past, but of course this, having all these model containers was more or less a step up away from usual, from paper containers that I made, but they were only as a temporary measure. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Ah, oh, I see. Foul. It foul hooked itself whilst on the run round. Crafty. Hang on, something's pinging. Got it. Don't worry, train always misbehaves in that corner. And stop. Hello to Dilemma Ace. Good morning, today. And now it looks to enter from the train. Oh, good one, testing Dilemma Ace. I used to buy bits, but I don't really do figurines, you see, because the thing is the last time I did them, I got them with like Engage and they kept falling over. So to be fair, I don't really have well, I do have bits, it's just that I hide them in here. So it's got like double O gauge hertz, it's got class 66. Well, it's where I also have class 59 and some 66 bumpers. To be fair, I've got more or less all that I wanted in like small parts. Anyway.
Non-stop Joe beats.
And to be fair, my model railway isn't really supposed to be a professional railway anyway. It's just supposed to be a model railway that's just perfect for collector, should I say, collector of trains and running them. So, with that said, I will begin my first scale Class 66 locomotive 66004 onto my model railways for the next locomotive container train. But before I do that, I'll be doing a little passenger service for all you steam enthusiasts. So, but before I do, just to say that the Run 2 of the Class 66s are now in transit. It has been in transit for probably now over a week now, and should probably be here in the UK in a matter of 3 weeks at the and yeah, it will be all distributed out by probably the last week of October, probably. But as I said, it's the only thing I'll be like about October because of relationship reasons. Because I have been 3 years single, and it's lonely, tough, but luckily, to be fair, I'm doing alright, but as I said, it is lonely without girlfriend. Anyways, without all that said, I do not have a fine Scotsman dilemma ace. However, I do have a Princess Elizabeth, which I might as well put on the model railway now, since it hasn't been used for a tiny bit. Because as I said, I am being a collector. I used to collect a lot of class locomotives, and of course I also got princesses as well. What I'm going to do is make a train for it that's about 7 coaches long. Alright. Just be right back. I just need to go and do something.
Right, well, obviously I'm...
Just need to go and do something. Now, without further ado, we can get our train moving. Hello to John's Adventures as well, who has just arrived. Of course, I got, a train, another train on the move, which is my Princess Elizabeth, which I bought back in 2020 during the coronavirus lockdown. So this train is, of course, over 5 years old, and it's still working very well. And yeah, to Dilemma Ace saying that I got a lot of cool stuff. Thank you very much. I do have a lot of cool stuff. As I said, I use a couple of Lego of course, bit of Lego. There's a few little models of things that I got. Yeah, things are alright, thank you, John's Adventures. Just came back yesterday from holiday in Hampshire. And I thought that at the moment that I, of course, be cool for me to do a model railway session. Well, of course, Gloucester bus spotting is be returning once again tomorrow, because now everything's back to normal. And yeah, I did have a wonderful time. It went quick, but really enjoyable. Oh yeah, that's really interesting to know that you did some bus spotting in London. Was it enjoyable? Because the thing is that of course would have had a heck of a lot of buses running. So normal general buses, super loops, the whole shebang of buses in London.
Capital.
700 photos, wow. That's quite a lot of photos. that could probably equate to maybe like probably almost maybe about half an hour of edited photos, maybe, or maybe it'll be like 10 minute bus spot if you uploaded 700 photos onto YouTube as a video that's like a photo format. Oh yeah, so you were around London Victoria. Instead, I've never been into London. I've only been to as far in as Harry Potter's the making of Harry Potter studio tour in London, on the outskirts of London. That's how far into London I've ever been. But as I said, I have been in other big cities like Cardiff, Bristol, Southampton, and the cool thing is, 2 out of those locations I've been bus spotting anywheres, and that was during holidays. I also including Portsmouth City, which of course that was a location of bus spotting that I did on Friday, and I was lucky to have a treat for my first ever electric bus ride experience. But of course in the week I also had Bournemouth City sightseeing tour as well on the was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was on Tuesday last week. That was really good. These old 2005 Ajax Bravo body Volvo B70Ls that are fully open top. Anyways, that's that train run done. So, it's about time I start creating my maybe container train, constructing it for the run, the next run, which of course will be released. When my GB Roughly 66724 Drax power station comes, it's going to make GB Roughly sort of dominant on my mother road, just because with past low emission variant class 660s, I believe they are bigger than their original counterparts. They're like flagship locomotives. So yeah, well, of course, as you know, with of course DB Cargo, I have the larger locomotive. So you've got the Class 66, but then of course you have the Brush Class 60. Which is bumpers. So yeah, that's my DB Cargo Class 60. And then my other train, of course, is my Dayco Class 59, the first ever one that more or less inspired to having rotating axle box trains on my railway. which of course I still use on intermodal and aggregates and passenger. Just been happy that that isn't working anymore really on it, and only its lights work. But the thing is that my idea was to hopefully get 66414 to replace it, and right now it's like a spider's made a house out of mine. Only low emission variant past 66. As I said, 66724 is low emission. Then it's no good. As I said, I can't wait to have that returned, but as I said, I'll be treating low emission variants very carefully like I am with 66004. Lewisham. So, next train. Would do the cargoes with some type of noise on there. It's great using this package and walk-ins and other CDs. Right, this one we're going to be using both our China shipping, my China shipping containers for this one. Train's ready. So good. Turn off the fuse.
Non-stop chill beats. This is Capital Chill.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I just found a bracket that was actually held in a very strange way. Yeah, there we go, sorted now. That was very strange how that was sat. The locomotive, of course, is new it's contain loads very selective. As I said, I only go as far as usually I would have trains this size going around my truck anywhere. One single train with 10 flats having mixed size and amount of containers. So of course 11 also a perfect number as well, and it's one of our oldest size. But I also like to do double headings as well. So when the 66724 Drax Power Station comes along, it will be definitely doing a couple of double headers with my 66-7 Bachmans, because I found that they work very well with each other. When I use 66415 with one, but you have to have the Acuroscope that one in the front, because the Acuroscope one has a little bit more speed to it compared. So we will now create the last conflict this session. That thing will be, of course, the class 66 itself, which will be the other one, 66, 10, 11, 10, of course, I've had it the longest out of the two Batman 66s, but of course I used to get plenty of comments around it making me now the living things from that is now 78 and 11. Just nice to have that back to retail continuation with. So, that. 6, 6, 6.
This is Capital Chill.
704 goes back. And then now get out 6, 6 turns 11 cents, which is right at the back, so I have to push it out. And then using steady hands to get it out. So, that's those main containers up. And now put those containers on. Okay, we're ready to train now. Of course, GB Rail Freight and of course Freightliner starting to use increasing amount of Costco shipping containers. As I said, some Freightliner and GB Rail Freight trains are quite similar to each other in ways. Of course, both sides of Freightliner and GB Rail Freight also use Mitsubi's as well. Yeah, Freightliner and GB Rail Freight are big Mediterranean shipping companies, haulers.
Capital Hill.
So yeah, that about wraps it up for this model railway session. I hope you liked it. So if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss any future uploads. Don't forget to of course look back at my holiday stuff in Bournemouth and Portsmouth, which of course are the most would be the most interesting of each, because I didn't know I was going to do a heck of a lot of bus spotting, which to be fair, I got more or less 10 minutes worth of footage in each location, which to be fair for Bournemouth, that's a record for me, just because it's a new place, the first ever new place to have a long bus spotting session that I put up. And of course another best is of course Portsmouth, because again I didn't think that I was going to get a lot of all that great bus spotting and all that lot. To be fair, I got quite a lot there, including riding a electric bus by First Bus Hampshire and Dorset. So with that said, all I'm saying is trust me, you've never seen a video like this, videos like that, should I say. So yeah, the other thing is as well is that of course the Class 66 Run 2 is due very soon now, because the trains has now been a week on the sea and should be being people pre-ordered trains, that's me, in October, which probably be followed by retail batches in November, which as I said I'll be getting the 66414 and or 66421 Gresty Bridge Tim Dean direct rail services blue in more or less in the current more or less at the Cheltenham Model Centre. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-Files, and I'll see you again next time. Slugheads!